Our first music guest goes by the name of Drum Pope. He's a composer, he's a dance producer, he's an arranger, and many more. Now, his passion for music is quite evident in his sound, which is catchy and gets listeners to get on their feet and dance. Now, having worked with quite a number of established musicians such as Lady Zamar, Uhuru, Bongo Maffin, and many more, he's well on his way to make his mark in the local music scene. And he joins me now in studio to tell us more about himself and his music. Very good morning to you, Baba. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Drum Pope.
Yeah.
Very interesting name. How did that come about?
Okay, basically, before everything, Drum Pope was born Franz Petolo Lebepe. Before Drum Pope, so Drum Pope came into being early 2009. That's when I took a step further to satisfy my curiosity in learning music production. Came up and then after learning production and whatsoever, I needed to have a stage name.
Okay.
And then with the sound that I had in mind and the sound that I was depicting on my keyboards and whatsoever, the perfect name that I could come up with it was Drum Pope.
Okay, so it is just a random name, not that it was inspired by something.
It inspired by my sound,
Okay.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of sound, how would you describe yourself as a musician? What kind of music do you play?
Basically, my sound is Afro house fused with your soul and a little bit of blues, because I studied blues in school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been around for quite a while now,
I think
I'm made to
so.
understand. And yeah, you've been in the industry, you know the ins and outs of this industry. You've worked with quite a number of established musicians such as Bongo Maffin, Lady Zamar, etc., etc. How has such collaborations helped solidify your career and help validate yourself as a musician?
You know, before I could answer your question, I was rooted because I come from the city of jazz. Like I come from Pretoria, Mamelodi to be specific, and then Pretoria is the home of jazz. It's where Abu Vusmashel come from, Abu Philip Dawan, Abu Dorlak, they come from my hometown. Yes. So I was rooted before I could even start this musical journey. And then working with such big brand, it has really been a great journey. And then also I've been learning and then growing gradually day by day, because okay, I find myself in studio with your Bongo Maffin. Those are the people that I grew up listening to, and then now I'm in studio with them. The feeling was amazing.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah. And then them telling me that they believe in what I'm doing, and then I've ended. It was really inspiring. So what inspires me most is really my work, like from where it all began until and then like, oh, get to me that, and then now I'm here. So I'm really inspired by my work.
Right. And musically, who do you look up to in this industry? Who's your role model? Who influences your music?
The influence, the source, it's Black Motion, your Jimmy Lulu, Uhuru inspired my sound. Heavy K played a big role in my sound of how it became Kajek, because back in the days I was doing Bacardi, known as my piano now, until Heavy K released Easy to Love with Boost, and then fell in love with house music, and then ever since then I became a house musician. Yeah. So those are the people who inspires me, and I also looked up to Robbie Malink.
Right, right. You know what? From what I've listened earlier on as you were performing, and from what you're telling me now, I do get the sense that you are well on course to become South Africa's house music powerhouse, as it were. So, what can we expect from you in the near future? Are you working on an album, perhaps?
Yeah, I'm working on an album now. I think I have 4 songs already. So my first single is the one we just played, Move On. And then I'll have follow-up single and whatsoever. So Yeah, what you can expect is music plus more music plus more music plus more collaborations and more collaborations.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm planning to drop maybe an album mid next year.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the whole plan for now.
Okay. And speaking of collaborations, who do you have in mind?
Well, who I have in mind, I never know. It's Boosie. I would really love to work with Wizkid.
Okay.
And then I'm falling in love with AKA's music. So yesterday I was thinking even of collaborating, making a one song maybe with your Boosie, Wizkid and AKA, put them on one song. I believe we can make a magical song.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. DJ Pope, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thank you so much.
That was DJ Drum Pope talking to us about his music as well as his upcoming projects. Do stay tuned to more.